Good morning. It's Saturday, April the 21st, 2018. For those who may not know me, my name is Trayon White. I'm the council member representing the Great Ward 8. I want to address a few things this morning that's been going on in the media, in the news, because I know I'm under constant attack. It's not a big deal because it's what I signed up for. But I want to get some clarity to a few situations. One is that I made some comments on social media about the weather and about this whole theory around resilient cities involving the Rockefeller Foundation, misconstrued with the Rothschilds. And at the time, I didn't know saying anything as relates to the Rothschilds meant all Jews. And so this has definitely been a learning experience for me. But I said my apologies, and I'm done with that. I'm done apologizing about that, and that was sincere, in which I never want to offend nobody. I've always spent my time and energy helping people, not hurting people, healing people, and not harming people. And that's the real story of who I am. And I'm going to say this on the record. I work for the Lord. So any issues you want to take it up with my maker. You get what I'm saying? And I've been, quiet as it relates to a lot of the attacks. But historically, this is not new. I'm one of those guys that come from the community, come from the streets, come from nothing, and God has blessed me to be in a level of leadership. And all the attacks have been designed to discredit my character. You've never heard of me harming anyone, committing any violent acts, being malicious to anybody. And so today I just want to speak on that because the constant attacks, which will increase more because it comes with the territory. I've seen it done over the time in history. So I visited the Holocaust Museum to learn more about, the Jewish history as it relates to some of the plights they went through. And I saw a lot of correlations between what the Jews went through and what Africans went through in their plight to survive and to live. So we are a strong people and have a lot of correlations, and our people still suffering every day. I serve one of the communities with one of the highest poverty rates per capita in the country. We're struggling financially, we're struggling educationally, we're struggling economically, we're struggling in health issues. And so I've been on the front line fighting for some of those social justice issues. And in fact, some of my Jewish counterparts, specifically Jews United for Justice, watch him, get him, yeah. Jews United for Justice supported me in those efforts. And so I want to thank them. And in the community, I ran in a race where my opponent raised about $550,000, and I raised, I think $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 at the most. And so the people really got behind me. So we ran a Keep People's campaign, and I've always been a man of integrity and about the people. And so I went to the Holocaust Museum, and I actually been there before as a younger man, as a boy, as a child on a school trip, and just to see that, man, was really heart-wrenching and perplexed and trying to understand, some of the things they went through the oppression, through the murders, through the disgrace, through the removal, through being in the camps, and just being slaughtered. And it had me to reflect on how blessed I am as a young man growing up in Southeast Washington, D.C., but my chances of getting killed is highly likely. My chances of not making is highly likely. I was blessed to graduate from Volusia High School, go to college, graduate in the top 10% of my university at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, magna cum laude, with a cumulative 3.7 GPA. But I say all that to say, in my visit, let's address this real quick. Because what the media won't tell you, they said I left early, which is a lie. The media take a part of the truth and add some lies in there and try to act like it's the whole truth when it's really not. So I actually stayed the entire visit. The visit was from 1 o'clock p.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. I left the museum about 3:15. That's the truth. The reality is I wanted my staff to come to have this experience with me to learn. Then I learned that a reporter was following me. I'm not here to be criticized or to be analyzed. I'm trying to learn. And so once I found out a reporter was following me, I stepped off from the group so I can see the rest of the museum by myself. I was joined with one other person from my staff, so we went out on our own path to view the museum, trying to wait till some of this noise go past. We out here live on MLK Avenue, Southeast Washington, D.C., intersecting with Malcolm X Avenue. You can pan the area real quick. You can see we in the elements. We right here in the heart of Washington, D.C., not the downtown D.C., not the monument. We right here where some of the real people live that's been experiencing some severe neglect. And so I stand on the front line and I represent them. Those who have been hurt, those who survived the crack epidemic in D.C., those who have been left out of the so-called economic boom in D.C., where we say D.C. is flourishing. When you look around here, you see the homelessness, you see the hopelessness, you see the lost, and those who may not know they have a voice. That's who I represent. Each and every day, I have to go visit the moms of the young men who have lost their life to homicide. I have to go do the visuals. I have to help them find money for their funerals. I have to do the mentoring groups on the weekends. I have to create legislation that fit our people. I have to do that work because God called me to do it in the spirit of Murray and Berry. And people can say what they want about Murray and Berry, what I call him MB, but this man has used his life blood. He was shot in the Wilson building, you know, suffered from so many health illnesses, but kept fighting for our people. So I stand in the spirit of Murray and Berry. And I'm not Murray and Berry. I'm a totally different person, but I learned a lot from him. And I learned that if you can win the people, you can win the war. There's truly a war going on in the community. But the rich are getting richer, but the poor are getting tickets, high blood pressure, diabetes, headaches, just suppression, you know. And we found that more and more people from all over the city are navigating east of Anti-Semitic River because it's becoming too expensive to live in here. So let me get back to the museum real quick. I went to the museum and I stayed the entire time. That's fact. You can check the cameras, whatever you want to do. I stayed the entire time, but what the media want to do is create a negative image. How you doing? Good. To say I didn't stay the whole time. I left early because they want to send a message to people, to the people that I represent, to try to discourage me, to try to create a negative perception of who I am and the like. But it's no big deal because I know the facts. Brother Human, what's up, brother? I know the facts. How you feel? You good? You good? No, you too, man. No question.
Stay strong, stay powerful.
Got to. No question. It's who we are.
That's who we are,
That's
bro.
who we are. Yeah.
I love you, man.
I love you too. You good?
Yes, sir.
So I wanted to speak and give clarity to that because I stayed the whole time. And I didn't have to go. I voluntarily went. And I took my staff. And I told them no cameras. No. Some people want to do cameras. Some people want to do media. I told them no cameras, no media, because I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it out of the goodness of my heart to learn, you know. And I went on my own merit. And so if people don't think I'm sincere or honest, that's up to them. I work for the Lord, so I'm here to please Him. And so at the end of the day, life is short. And I'm going to live my life how I want to live it. And those who are not happy with that, that's okay. That's okay. Because I have to give an answer to the 70,000 plus people who I represent. And to the people of the district. Because some of the decisions I make affect them as well. And so I've been apologizing and for what I said. And it's gone too far. I apologize. It's over. I'm trying to move on. And then there's some council members that's calling for me to be censored. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not resigning. I'm not stepping down. I'm not going to be quiet. I'm just not. And so, what's up, brother? What's up, brother? How you good, man? You good? You good? Yeah, I'm good, brother. You good? Let me finish this. I appreciate you coming on. Let me finish this interview right here, and I'm going to get with you in a moment. So the love is always real. Because I don't do this for title or for fashion. I've been doing this for 17 years when no one knew my name, when I was down there feeding people in Bury Farms doing tutoring programs in Congress Park, doing mentoring programs in Washington Highland, coaching football at the number 11 Boys and Girls Club, creating avenues so people can be successful in this very same community. So attack on me is attack on the community. That's how I see it. And let me say this, we have to stop letting the media create a negative perception of our leaders. For far too long, they've torn down our leaders, and we allowed that. Time is over for that. There's always going to be naysayers, even in our own community, because everybody may not agree with what I say and do, and I can respect that, because I don't agree with what everybody else say and do. And the media is going to do its job. So I'm not mad at the media, because the media is going to be the media. That's the reality. The media is going to do their job. They're going to take part of the story and flip it to create a negative perception, especially of a young man that's doing what's right. I'm unbought and unbossed. I'm going to say it again, I'm unbought and unbossed. I work for the people, as in the words of Shirley Chisholm. I'm unbought and unbossed. I'm totally happy with decisions I made. I make mistakes. I stumble. I fall. I get back up, but I'm only human. And I don't say that for excuses, because I'm not a person who believes in a lot of excuses. I believe in results and moving forward. So we fought. We had one grocery store serving 75,000 plus people. We fought with other council members and the mayor to get 2 new grocery stores in this war. We got 2 new grocery stores coming. We got one hospital that's doing very bad in our community. Now we got $300 million in the budget, thanks to council members like Councilmember Gray, Mayor Bowser, in the budget to get a new hospital put in our ward. And so we've closed down. Hot Rec has been closed. Oil Rec been closed. Blue Recreation Center has been closed. And Advocacy had a recreation center closed. Kramer had a recreation center been closed. Number 11 Boys and Girls Club has been closed. So it's been a divestment on this side of town. So let's say the truth. And so I've been in office for a year and some change. We got a rec coming to Advocacy. We have a rec coming to Congress Heights. We got a new senior wellness center coming to Ward 8. We about to extend the Congress Heights Senior Wellness Center on the Avenue, and we struggling. And if you believe in the mission that I'm about, join me. We might not always agree, but we're stronger together. And I've been trying to be an ally with whoever wants to help. Let me speak to the issue of the check being given to the Nation of Islam real quick. I work in a community where we experience a lot of heartache, pain, hurt, dissension, homicides, a lot of heartbreak. And I know that when I have to go to these homicide scenes, some of the only brothers that show up is a group called the Brothers Huddle. A lot of them are from the Nation of Islam. You got Global Transcenders, you got J&J Morrison, Brother Jahar Abraham. You got a lot of these brothers who are showing up. Some brothers from Union Temple that show up and support me. Because heavy is the head that wears the crown. So this is not no easy task leading our people. And so when people saw an issue with the Nation of Islam, I didn't know what's going to Chicago, whatever they said. I had to figure that out. But when they called me, asked me to support them, I said, yeah, support them. And so when we supported them with a $500 check, they supported me. We do fish fries in the neighborhood every Friday for the last 2.5 years. Right there in Woodland Terrace on Anger Place. You can see the pictures on my social media. Out there in the trenches trying to get the young men off the street to doing something positive. They're feeding people. Working in the trenches. And so when the brothers from the Brothers Huddle, and some of them are from the Nation of Islam. So I'm not going to denounce these brothers that help me. That's in the community doing good work. That's over the jail, helping these brothers get their life back on track. I'm a Christian, but I love all people. I love all people, regardless of where they come from, regardless of what their beliefs are. And do I agree with things that everybody is saying? No. Do I agree with everything Farrakhan says? No. Do people agree with everything I say? No. But it's about finding our common energy, our synergy. What are our commonalities? We know we have differences. What are some of the things we can work on? And I've done that with pretty much everybody over the years. From the homeless, to the gays, to those who in the LGBTQ community, to those who don't have a voice, to the mental health to those who suffer from substance abuse, because God has called me to represent all people. And so I'm at a place right now where I'm calling the people to unite with me, because the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. It's a lot of need. It's a lot of hurt. You can look. You can scan the avenue. Scan the avenue with the camera. You can scan up and down the avenue. You can see the people are out and about early in the morning. What's up? What's good? What's up with you, baby? How you feel? I'm good, man. Keeping a good fight going. You know how it is. Struggle continues.
He got this shot with him.
So I'm on. For those who just joining this video, I'm on Martin Luther King Avenue, talking about what's been happening with me in the community, and being constant under attack by the media. That don't faze me.
And another thing.
Hold on 1 second, brother. Hold on 1 second. That don't faze me, because I survive a lot of situations. I survived the streets of Southeast Washington, D.C., and I'm still surviving. Anything can happen to me any given moment, because I lay my life down in the trenches to serve God's people. And when you're on the front line, like I am every day, you're going to take shots. So I can't be, I don't complain, or I don't look sad, or I don't get depressed when the media say this. Like they said, for example, that on the news, that Trayon White is riding around with Murray tags. Murray tags. Murray passed away in 2014. I bought my car in 2017. They had council member tags. And each council member get tags. Murray was the council member of Ward 8 before, but the media won't tell you that. They say, oh, the council member's riding around with Murray tags. That don't even sound right. Go look at the tags real quick. Scan the tags real quick. Look at that. They say those are council member tags. Each council member get those tags for whoever come to, but the media won't tell you that. They'll leave the perception that I'm riding around doing something illegal, doing something fraud, and I have my issues. What's up with you?
What's up, man?
I'm good, man. How you?
All is well, man.
Yes, sir.
Propaganda, don't let them kill you.
The propaganda, don't let them. Appreciate that, brother. We on live Facebook right now, man. Talking about the propaganda and what they've done historically to black leaders. Let's just tell the truth. This is not nothing new.
A lot of our motherfuckers.
Ho, brother.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but
man.
a lot of our people don't like to
Come on, bro. We ain't doing
that.
that.
A lot of our people don't like to
See, and we got a lot of people in our community suffering with a lot of issues, man. You know, and we got to help our people. And DC has not a $14.5 billion budget that we can use to deal with this. We passed the conversation talking about equality. We talking about equity. And I'm gonna be honest, some of my Jewish friends have come to our aid to support us. That's why I don't have any issues with Jewish people. I don't. But the media gonna lead the perception that I do, because they trying to create division. Because a house divided against itself will never stand. And so I'm here today as a human being, stating that yes, I mess up, I fall short, but I'm gonna be committed not just to the community, but to God. Because I live for Him. He spared my life on so many different situations where I faced death and missed the. Say what? Tell them to leave me alone. Well, we gonna send a message. We on live on Facebook right now, sending the message. That we gonna stand up. We not gonna let the media or whoever tear me down or try to distract me. Because it's too much I gotta do. I got a lot. I only have 24 hours in a day, 100% energy. I must use that energy trying to uplift and liberate God's people and all types of people. And so I understand the attacks. I understand, the people coming to my house, in my backyard. I understand them going through my trash, tapping my phone. I understand them now they were doing a FOIA request for all my text messages the other day, doing a FOIA request on my emails. Man, go for it. Go for it. But until I die, I continue to stand flat-footed. What's up, baby? What's up with you? How you feel? Now, you good? It's all love. I'll move right there in a minute. All right. I'm going to stand flat-footed and stand up for what's right. Will I make mistakes? Yes, I will. But it's on the community to correct me, love on me, support me, and give me some direction. Not to tear me down. Because far too long we allow the media to create a perception about our leaders. The federal government spent $40 million trying to indict Marbury. 40 million. Why am I on CNN, MSNBC, Fox 5, BBC News, all across the world for a comment? It's an agenda. And should I make a comment? No. But am I going to keep taking the heat for it? Hey, what's up? Come here. Am I going to keep taking the heat for it? What's up? What's going on? How are you? What you up to? I'm trying to got to. You got to stay healthy. Health is wealth, man. Health is life. And so I'm in the struggle of my life right now. And it's not about the media. I'm not worried about that. I knew that was going to happen. And it's going to get turned up even more. This is just the beginning. The more I come forward, and because we was protesting some construction sites and trying to help people in the community get jobs and get access to the millions of dollars being spent in our community that the people in the community not benefiting from. And I'm going to stand up and stand in the front of that every time. So if you're going to come for me, you might as well come and take me out, because I'm not bowing down. I'm not laying down. And I want to thank those colleagues of mine who support me, you know, because I am new to the council. But those who calling for me to resign and to step down and be censored, I'm not backing down. And I'm not going to be arrogant about it. I'm not going to be disrespectful to anyone. I'm going to be very respectful. But I'm going to be flat-footed. I'm going to be steadfast. I'm going to be focused, because 25,000 people in the last election voted for me. And one day, that may not be the case. But I'm going to still live my life every day serving God's people. Because I know that I'm only here by the grace of God to do His will, His way. I don't mean nobody no harm. I don't desire to hurt anyone. I don't have all the answers. But to say I left the Holocaust Museum early is a lie. I was there the entire time. You can ask the Jewish Rabbi Glacier, did I stay the entire time? Yes, I stepped away from the group because there was a reporter there that was trying to take notes and use his platform, which is the Washington Post, to defame my character. And that's going to happen, so I stepped off. I told him I didn't want any reporters there. I didn't want any media there, because it wasn't about that for me. When I did this, did the Seder, celebrate the Jewish holiday, I asked for no media to be there. So I'm going to stand flat-footed, man. I love you all. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for those who've been supportive of me, who did the post. I stand with Trayon White. I know some of my good friends like Jimmy Black, my family members, put up those posts to support me. I need your support. Because as they continue to go down this road, it gets worse and worse. And they're trying to remove me out of the way so they can build up this community, and we get pushed out. And we get gentrified. and people know beyond a shadow of a doubt that I'm not going to let that happen without doing something. To whom much is given, much is required. And so today, on Saturday, April the 21st, 2018, I come humble, saying thank you all for supporting me. I will not be resigning. I will not be backing down. And I have a meeting with my colleagues to figure out what they think and how they feel. But I will never let anybody silence my voice, because this is the voice that God gave me. What's up, fellas? Tony, what's up, man? What's up with y'all fellas, man? Y'all good? Nah, that's all good.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How y'all?
All right.
Yeah, good.
Doing all right.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How you? Good?
All right.
Y'all good?
Yeah.
All right. So today is a good day for me. God is good. I'm on both of my feet today. I'm in good health today. I'm in good spirit today. So I don't want you all to think that I'm down because the media, that comes with the territory. Like I said, they spent $40 million trying to take down Marbury. So this is nothing. This is nothing. I'm built for this. My grandmother, Jean Ann Roberts, shout out to Elaine Carter, Patricia Roberts, though my ancestors who came before me, that bled and died so I can have the freedom to lead God's people, I owe them. I owe them my lifeblood and my energy. And so today is a great day. You know, am I going to get attacked? How y'all doing? Am I going to get attacked? Yes. But it's the media's job. That's what they do. So what's the comment saying? What we got on the comment?
They're saying they with you, Trey.
They with me? They say they with me? Just know that a house divided against itself will never stand. The whole goal is to divide us against ourselves so we can fall apart. We sit on some great land here in Southeast Washington, D.C. We are the last in War 7 and 8, Parts of 5. We are the last war that still have indigenous people that's been here for 20, 30, 50 years. And the goal is to discredit me, make me look bad so you can question yourself and question your leadership that you voted for, that you cast the ballot for. The powers that people's banking on me not getting in office. But I'm in office, and every day that God allows me to serve, I'm going to serve to the best of my ability. And I'm going to mess up and make mistakes. But I'm going to regroup. I'm going to regroup. And I'm going to stand strong, man. I'm built, what they say, for tough. I'm built for tough.
They say you built for this.
Built for this. Built for tough. And my education makes it necessary. You know, in the book, The Miseducation of the Negro, everything that I went through my life over the past 33 years have prepared me for these moments. You can look around and just see the plight of our people in Washington, D.C., where the area median income in D.C. is $110,000 a year. Look. The area median income in Washington, D.C. area is $110,000 a year. Yet in Ward 8, the average median income in Ward 8 is less than $30,000 a year. And the poor are getting poorer. You can see the results of the substance abuse and the mental health right here on this avenue, man. If you just scan around, you can see the people need support. They need us united. They need us united. They need us united. They need us united. We can't afford. We are in a place in history right now where we cannot afford to be divided. And you cannot agree with me. You cannot agree with me. You can disagree with me. But at the end of the day, we got to find out what can we agree on. What can we work on? What can we collaborate on together? And that's what I'm committed to. I'm committed to serving God's people His way. And so I wanted to make sure I speak to that this morning. I want to make sure I speak to the issue of me giving money to Savior's Day. When Brother Kareem and Brother Frank, who work in the trenches with me, asked me to support them, I support them. Now, do I agree with everything that the minister Louis Farrakhan say? No, I don't. But I don't agree a lot with what my own brothers and sisters do. But guess what? That's my brother. That's my sister. That's my mother. That's my uncle. That's my father. See, you can choose your friends. My grandmother told me that you cannot choose your family. And so I ain't going to agree with everything everybody say. But I'm not resigning. I'm not backing down. I'm not discouraged. I'm not depressed. So run the media stories all you want. Because my people going to support me. And those who don't, we're going to figure out a way how we can work together. I got enemies. I got haters. What's up? How you doing? I got haters. But who don't? I'm not past the point where everybody just loves Trayon White. That's not the reality. And I don't expect it to be. And the more I stand up to these development projects to say y'all gonna hire our people, the more I say our small businesses. We just issued a grant the other day to give $10,000 to small businesses right here in Ward 8 and Ward 7. That's what we should be doing with our money. We spent $30-something million on a parking lot. Yet when I made an issue about expanding homeless services, it was a big issue. The same day we spent $30 million on a parking lot, I raised the issue about expanding homeless services. That got denied. So we got to look at what's going on. You got to check the people who you voting for. And I know that some of my colleagues call for me to be censored. We're going to have problems. we're gonna have major problems because the people are gonna start coming down to the Wilson Building, standing up. No longer we gonna be cowtelling and being silent about the things that matter. Bad things happen when good people do nothing, and the devil is busy. The devil is busy. But I got the Spirit of God in me. I got the Spirit of God in me, and I want to thank all those in all the communities, to the ANCs, to the grandmothers, to the aunties, to the aunts, to my brothers on the avenue, to some of my soldiers in the streets that's trying to get their life together, to my returning citizens, to my LGBTQ community, to those who don't even have a title, that are human beings. We gotta stand together. We gotta stick together. And the more divided we are, the more we gonna fall. So I want to thank you all this morning, man. I want to say this from the bottom of my heart, that I'm here to stay. I've seen what we've done with mass incarceration in this community. I've seen what we've done locking up mass incarceration to millions of our African American men and even ladies being incarcerated all across the United States. When I go into the schools, like I went into Anti-Semitic and learned that majority of the population of students are failing. That's what I'm trying to spend my energy on. That's what I'm working on. When we got one grocery store that's serving poor food to our community, wonder why we got some of the highest health disparities in the country. That's what I'm spending my energy working on. When we got a hospital that's falling apart and not creating all the avenues we need to provide quality health care in our community, that's what I'm working on. Quality healthcare service, not just with a hospital, but a total healthcare system. That's what I spend my energy working on. When we got crime in our community, I'm trying to put $3.5 million in the community to address youth violence intervention. That's what I'm working on. Trying to redirect some of these young men you see standing on the corner to go get a job, to get some skills, to get off drugs, to get out the streets. That's what I spend my lifeblood and energy working on every day. The proof is in the pudding. You can ask about it. A tree is recognized by its fruit. And I just didn't start doing this work. I've been doing this work for quite some time. So this is not nothing new that I just started doing as a council member. I was doing this when I was running a nonprofit, when I was working with Reverend Isaac, when I was working in so many of the communities when I didn't have a title. I was just Coach Trey, a football coach. So I'm committed to excellence. And I'm working on self every day. Trying to improve my life, trying to improve my mindset, trying to learn. I'm trying to learn. I don't have all the answers. I didn't grow up knowing about the Jewish history or the Jewish Holocaust. Growing up, we wasn't taught that in school. We was barely taught our own history. We not even taught our own history in school. And the time I grew up with, DC was predominantly African American. So to say that I'm ignorant and I don't understand what happened to I do not. I admit to that. I didn't know all of what happened to the Jewish. I'm still understanding what's happening to our people and the condition that we are in. And so join me, man. And what's the last question? You got any questions on that? Hey, what's up? What's up? Oh, Blue Knights. Okay, Knights. I remember you. You came out to the Wilson building? Yeah. Yep, you all came and testified. Some of the Blue students, y'all want to say hello? Just say hello, Ricky. This some of our Blue Knights, some of our scholars at Blue. Where y'all coming from this morning?
We had a performance with the band.
Had a performance with
Everyday Counts.
Everyday Counts? Yeah. It's about attendance, right? Mm-hmm. And so we're working on our attendance in our school. That's what we need to be working on. We're trying to get our young ladies like this who are doing some positive things in our community to empower them to go to college, to accomplish their dreams. They come on a Saturday morning, they coming from school. They can be doing anything in that community. What's your names?
I'm Amaya.
Francesca. Rakira. And these some of the same ladies who came down to the Wilson building. What's up with you? And just we need to focus our energy on showing that they have no excuse why they can't go to college, why they can't get what they need. We have a $14.5 billion budget, and we talking about cutting DC tag. You know what I'm saying? Talking about our kids not graduating. That's the issue we need to be focused on. How we can get more resources inside of our schools in Anacostia, Ballou, Thurgood Marshall, Malcolm X, Simon, Kramer, Johnson, Hart, because our schools need support. And so I want to thank you, ladies. I'm not going to hold you up any longer. You want to say something?
Speaking of supporting schools, we got to Gateway DC thing now with our school hospitality crew. She gonna be down there along with a bunch of other kids. It's gonna be fun. We got bubble soccer. It's bubble soccer, human chess. It's gonna be a whole bunch of bands and food trucks there, and it was put together by all of the juniors in the hospitality group. Like it was run all by the students and all the teachers. We got a budget put up, and then we just put it all together. And now we're about to go, so I can go help run it. Yeah, it's up the street.
This dispels the myth. They say that our kids are not learning in our community, that they're doing something negative. All right, ladies, thank you all. They're not learning in our community. They're always doing something negative. We have some brilliant young people, and it's unscripted. Some brilliant young people in our community that are doing phenomenal things. Some on a Saturday. I want to shout out Thomas Penny, who was part of the organizations who started the hospitality program inside of Ballou. We need more hospitality programs, more IT programs, more security service programs, more health service programs in our schools to help kids not just get jobs, but get careers, become business owners. And these young ladies are just a small example of what we got to offer in our school systems. And so I want to say, I'm gone, y'all. I've been talking for quite some time. I love you all. I'm signing out. Don't just stand and do something. www.TrayonWhite, White, the number 8.com. Go down and subscribe. We got some community meetings coming up. We in budget season. We trying to get this new senior home senior wellness center coming to Ward 8. Get some more money to empower small businesses. Some more money to combat violent crimes in the community. And so we're working every day. We're using our energy to come together and work. Don't just stand there, do something. Love you all. God bless.